Hi, Liberty families. My name is Mr. Nichas, and I just wanted to introduce myself and give you some quick information about what pre-algebra will be like this year. I definitely understand that the virtual environment is very overwhelming for students, parents, and teachers, really. So I just wanted to get you situated and give you any information that you might need to get our year started off on the right foot. So right off the bat, I just wanted to give you my email address, lgnichas@fcps.edu. It's the easiest and fastest way to get in contact with me. If you do have anything that you're wondering about, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help however I can. I wanted to give a brief snapshot of what our Google Classroom will look like. The stream at the top here is basically just the announcements that I'll make throughout the week. I'm hoping to just make one announcement on Tuesday morning for each week that just gives students the Hyperdoc for the week, which is a brief overview of what they'll be doing throughout the week. The Classwork tab lays out all of the assignments and their due dates. So this is the Hyperdoc. Honestly, looking at this right now, it is overwhelming. So I'm going to simplify this for week 3 just because it has so much on it right now. But I did want to just quickly go over this because it will still have the same sections going to week 3. The asynchronous section up at the top is what students should be working on independently on their own outside of class time. So there's 2 sections each week that they must do, and then 1 section that's optional for them to work on if they'd like. Then this synchronous session, which is the part that I'm really going to simplify, just lays out what we're going to be doing in each class with links to every activity that we're doing. So in week 3, this is going to be simplified into just one thing that is a link to the slides, which will have these links embedded in them. But I don't think all of these links need to be on this Hyperdoc. I just want to simplify this for students to get a quick snapshot of what we're actually doing on each day. I will still keep the office hours, which are Monday 10:30 to 11:20 and Wednesday after school, as well as the second half of Unity time on Wednesday and Friday. That's 4 opportunities students have to come on their own to get extra help. And that's going to be extremely useful for these flashbacks. So every week in this independent work section, students will have a flashback that's a graded assignment that they can come and get extra help for during any of these office hours. There will also be the link to the Google Classroom, but odds are they're already on the Google Classroom. The Google site will mostly just be used for just standing documents, references like the syllabus and grading policies, things like that. This is also a link just to email me, and Edpuzzle is another website that we will be using frequently, along with the Discovery Tech book. For the most part, we're going to stick with assignments that can stay on Google Classroom just because that's the easiest, but we will also need to use some other websites just because they have interactive qualities that Google Classroom really just doesn't have. Here, I just wanted to quickly go through some of our grading policies. So we will have major and minor assessments, which are really just different names for tests and quizzes. Those can both be retaken, and we will only ever take the higher of the 2 grades. There is no risk in taking a retake. If a student gets an 85 on the first one and then a 82 on the second one, we will take the 85. We will always take the higher of the 2 grades, and unlike last year, there is no limit on what a student can retake or the limit on the grade that they earn when they do a retake. Graded assignments will be assigned weekly. Those are called flashbacks, as well as during class, either to begin class or end class with just a short assignment to make sure that we're all on track with what we're learning. They can receive extra help on any of those. We can literally walk through each of those problems if they feel uncomfortable and they don't understand anything. Those are really just learning experiences for students and should be a grade booster. There are office hours at 4 times throughout the week, so they should be able to get extra help when they need it. They can also work on these during class and ask for help. You and your students should be able to view grades consistently through parent and student view, and progress reports will be sent home every 2 weeks. We will also be using the rolling gradebook, which looks very different from last year's quarterly gradebook. So this is what you are used to from last year, where each quarter has a set number of assignments, And then those quarter grades are finalized after each quarter of the year and then averaged for a final grade. The rolling grade book looks very different from that. Each quarter is basically just giving a snapshot of where students are at that time, but all of the assignments throughout the year are compiled for the final end of the year grade. I think we've really gotten off to a good start, and I'm excited to just keep that rhythm going into our next week.